It's a lovely but cold Saturday morning. We got to put some brake pads on the front of this here dirt bike, right, girl?
Yep.
All right, get busy. All right, that's done. You gonna go ride it?
I can to see if it works.
All right. It's a little chilly out today, but I can handle it. I need to put some hangers on the back of this exhaust on the brown truck. And just kind of check it over. I think I've got it sold. She's a pretty nice old truck. Yes, sir. Well, we got the hangers all installed. That side, I think there's a baffle loose inside the muffler or something. Rattles like crazy. It ain't hitting nothing. I guess the new owner will have to worry about that if he's of a mind to. Hadn't crunked this one up in quite a while, so I fired it up. I probably should have videoed it, shouldn't I? Could have been a cold start. Anyway, we got some air in the bags. She's sitting at ride height. Looks good, don't it? Maybe we'll do something with those sometime, but no time for that now. Alright, I gotta move this out of the way so I can bring the Blazer up and pull the carburetor off. Pulled the carb off the Blazer. It works. It's in nice shape. Everything seems pretty tight, but I think the accelerator pump is getting bad because you tip in the throttle just a little bit, it stumbles. Other than that, it seems to work alright. Choke works and everything. Secondaries did not open. Looks like that spring might be broke. I need to look into that. But when you order a kit for these carbs, you need to look and find the number right there. Don't bother telling the people what it came off of. Just give them that number. These things have been on so long that it might not have the right carb on it to start with. Look there. Had to take the phone apart because I lost it a while ago and I found it inside a tire in some water. Phone still works though. Ain't she pretty? Alright, here's what I'm going to do next. Let's see if I can make this thing run. I bet it'll run. Well, we rigged up some battery terminals. I see all kinds of funny things going on here. They had a ground wire hooked to the positive terminal. There's a vacuum hose not hooked to nothing there. It's got a carb with an MC solenoid but ain't hooked up. I think it's a different distributor, not the one for with the computer. So I don't know. But it does have oil in it. Let's see if she'll turn over. Let's just see. I don't hear nothing. Oh, it turns over. Well, that's a good sign. Let's see if it's got gas in it. Keeps dropping closer to E, don't it? We'll dump a little in the carb and see what happens. Alright, let's climb up in the cab. Let's see what happens. I dumped a little in the carb. A little too much timing, maybe. I heard a little burp. Let me dump a little more. Learned that from 63 Impala. Alright, let's try again. Oh. Sounds like my battery's getting weak, but I heard a little life out of it. Let me hook up a charger. Alright, we dumped a little gas in the tank, hooked up the charger on boost, and then dumped some more gas in the carb. It ran. Let me put some more in the carb. One more time. Ran longer. Let me see if it's got any gas in the carb yet from the tank. Alright, squirting fuel from the accelerator pump, so that's a good sign. Let's see if we can keep her running. It says it's got 60 pounds of oil pressure and charging 18 volts. Maybe that's because of the charger. Holy smokes! It's running. And the radio don't work. Wouldn't you know it? Let's see if it'll idle. No, it will not. Maybe it will now. No shroud. I don't see no leaks. Alright, let me put the camera down and look at it closer. I don't hear no knocks. Yeah, the voltmeter settled down and I turned the boost off. Let's see if it's got any gears. They went into drive. Nobody home in reverse. But that's what the man said it was. I'm really bummed the radio don't work. Blower motor works. Let's see if the window goes up and down. Nope. Well, you can't have everything. Seems to be no exhaust donut up there. Look how nice it's stuffy. Well, it's not knocking and it's not leaking. But judging by the mess of wires and stuff, might be missing, but sometimes a exhaust leak will fool you. It's got the wrong carburetor on it. Need to ditch that. Needs a shroud, but that's laying in the back of the truck. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens with it. This truck can make a great project truck. But just fix a few things and drive it. Drive it. Maybe vacuum the grass seed out of it. you know, little stuff. Alright, guess what I'm going to do next is I'm going to pull that truck, get that truck off that trailer. I believe I can drive it back up here, I think. And park the trailer back where it goes and unclog my driveway a little. That's my idea. I'll get back with you soon. Alright, I told y'all that I had one or two or three that y'all hadn't seen, and here's one of them. This is a short bed. It's got the cool wheels. .350 SS. It's got a cool roll pan. Can't see it because the door's down. Ain't a bad old truck. Anyway, but we got stuff like this. And parts laying in the back. And somebody started with some bling bling. So I think what I'm going to do is get it running. It's lowered too. Got a nice lowering kit on it. So I'm going to start after it, unless Mr. Honey Badger comes over here and gets it from me real quick before I get too far. I can't remember if I showed the motor, but somebody spent some money on some bling bling here. Got some headers, got a one-wire alternator, some snazzy pulleys, no power steering pump, no carburetor. It's got a new distributor. It just so happens I got a 600 Edelbrock. That's a 1406. I think that'll go on there nicely. Supposedly this engine's rebuilt. It's got a cam in it. So maybe the 600 won't be enough. If that's the case, I got a 750. So anyway, we got a lot of putting together to do and finding parts and all that stuff. But let me see what I got in inventory. Just being so helpful, sitting there in front of the heater. All right, I got a Edelbrock carburetor on it, and I dug around and I found a bracket for the kick down cable and the throttle cable. I installed that. I'm not making a whole lot of headway because I'm looking around, sizing things up, you know. There's a lot of neat stuff on this. Look at that big stack of washers on all the water pump bolts. Let me show you something even cooler. When you need a screw to hold your door panel in, just stack up a bunch of nuts and washers and stuff. Probably wouldn't catch your shirt tail on that getting out. Probably. This truck is pretty nice inside. Got a nice interior. Tilt wheel. Power windows. Headliner's even intact. Big stereo in it. I don't know what that is. Where's that? Sony stereo. Ooh, missing a knob though. Pretty nice truck. I think it's got your name all over it, Mr. Honey Badger.